It's time for Cup of Rad, so let's fill your cup with rad pop culture vibes. And now your over-caffeinated hosts, Mike and Katie. Hey kids, it's Mike from Cup of Rad, and we're coming into your ear holes today with another exciting episode.
Hi everyone!
That's right, that's my co-host and beautiful wife.
Oh wow, you're just like, what do you want? More Dragon Ball figures, most likely.
No, okay, we never, you never really got to share a whole lot about Father's Day.
No, we didn't.
Father's Day rolled around, and I got hit with a tsunami of figures.
It was a very merry Dragon Ball Christmas. Not Christmas. It was a very merry Dragon Ball Father's Day that felt like Christmas, I think.
Yeah, it did feel like Christmas. I had originally had thinking that, because I knew about a couple of them, because I'd help find them.
Because he bought them.
Yeah.
And said, here you go. Here's my Father's Day gifts.
And then, but then I had mentioned to you that I'd be okay waiting.
Yes.
But you guys were nice enough to give me a nice card that said,
Well, it was awesome.
Dragon.
Kiddo was very excited to make a Father's Day card for you because he's always made cards for us by hand, and he wanted to make sure it said Happy Father's Day written in the Dragon Ball font. So he studied the DVD and made sure he practiced and figured out how he wanted it designed, and we made all the Dragon Balls, and then summon the Eternal Dragon and have a Happy Father's Day. He was so proud of it. It was adorable.
Oh, it was a great card. It was very awesome.
So,
and with that, I got Evil Boo, which is an amazing figure. I've only been able to snap one photo of it.
He always freaked me out when I saw pictures of him, but he's really cool in person, I have to admit.
Yeah, that one.
He's really awesome.
It's so expressive out of all the figures and just so much movability.
Very much so. Like a very unique face. Yeah. For sure. So.
But you can get so many different expressions with the same face, just with the placement of hands.
Yes, because he's got some very unique things like that. Yeah.
Which I was really impressed by. Then I got this Super Saiyan Warrior Awakening.
There we go.
Goku, which I was really excited for that because of all the ripped clothes.
You just wanted the super battle mode, muscles and everything's coming off, and I'm just
ready to rage and fight.
So, and then we got you Kid Krillin.
Yeah, to go with my kid Goku.
I was excited about that because he was more definite surprise on that one.
Exactly, and it was also part of the whole surprise of getting something from my mother-in-law.
Oh yeah, there was that.
Which sent up a lovely box.
Yeah, we got Shenron and Roshi.
Yeah,
which was
surprised
really awesome.
us with that.
Thank you, Big Bad Toy Store.
Yeah, Big Bad, awesome shipping and everything came beautifully. So
yeah, that's a really I am impressed with that place that it ships to Canada so easily. It's not a problem because there's so many ones that it's such an issue.
Yeah.
And they ship cross-border, not a problem. And they're wonderful, lovely customer service. My mom loves shopping with them to the point where it was what about Christmas?
What's the wish list?
So, yeah.
So I'm going to...
That is going to be taken advantage of.
That'll be lucky. Hopefully I'll be able to score my wish list then for Christmas. So,
yeah. Well, on a serious note, though, you deserve all of it. You do a lot for our family.
Aww.
And you are awesome. So
blink, blink.
Yeah.
And with that, the big surprise, it was that Toy Traders came through with Frieza magically. So, in the last week, I've gotten...
exploded.
7 figures.
Holy moly.
I haven't had any time to really interchange any parts or any bits, so...
No.
Hopefully this upcoming week I'll get some time to sit down.
The turtles that you have next to them are being slowly crammed out, and...
They're going to be banished, apparently.
We might have to find a new home for Dragon Ball at this rate.
Yeah, it exploded in a big way, but it's awesome. It looks pretty.
Yeah. Because we have a number of figures on pre-order as well. And
yeah, I got to take a couple of those on pre-order, and then there's supposed to be one at least that Toy Trader says they're trying to get for me, the King Piccolo.
Yeah.
And then we got God Vegeta from Broly, and then Android 21 coming in.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
And Katie's very excited about that because
I'm really, really impressed with this character now. I want to cosplay her.
Well, she's a villain too, which is hilarious.
Well, it is. I know. Well, because she's really cool looking. She's pretty and she's sassy looking, and she's pink. I mean, it's fantastic. And then I saw her in your video game, and it was like she's a woman that she defeats people and turns them into treats and eats them for power. It's amazing. I mean, it's totally crazy and maniacal, and I understand that I sound a little crazy being so excited about it, but it's like every like crabby woman's dream.
No, it's fantastic. It's awesome to see you get so excited over him.
So yeah, she is now my lock screen, like my wallpaper on my phone, and I love it. So,
which I think is awesome.
Yeah.
So, but yes.
So he pre-ordered that.
Yeah, I fully took advantage of that.
He's like, oh, by the way, this is pre-ordered for you. Okay, cool.
I wasn't gonna miss that one because I missed out on Broly and Go Get a.
Yes.
At EB. You know, and Toy Traders couldn't order those ones for me.
Yeah.
So
I know we got to keep an eye out for that. Yeah. I don't know where we're gonna put Broly, but hey.
Well, he's about to say Sazaboo, so
the turtle van is gonna go away.
Right? But seriously, thank you guys so much for that. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
And you know, Mama, if you're listening, thank you. You know, that's really awesome. So besides that, we also got another new figure that came in that you've been waiting for a really long time.
Doc Strange Hot Toy finally arrived, and it's beautiful. I love it so much, and I've barely even been able to do anything with it at all because there's 5 million different combinations, and I want to just sit and try everything out and be like, what about this with this magic power and this hand and in this pose and with this necklace and with the oh my gosh, it's so awesome.
Yeah, it's got so many pieces and it looks fantastic.
Well, like it's awesome because you can have all the different power rings around his arm, and then you have the time ones as well for when he has the necklace open. The Eye of Agamotto is open or closed. You have both of those. You know, there's like the big magic portal and the sling rings he can wear and all the different hands, and it's
got the flaming sword
and the
binding
wraps. Yeah, like it's just really cool. And then I got to figure out how this background thing works that comes with him. And
he's got the background with all the arms,
right? And it's just it's beautiful, and like all the little tassels on his outfit, strings and tassels on his boots, and things that you didn't know existed because you never saw the back of him. You know,
without the cape,
and the cape is really cool. It fits on there so nicely, and I am thoroughly impressed.
Yeah, it's a great job that Hot Toys did with that one.
So, long time excited. Waiting for that, but yeah, very, very excited. So that caused you, unfortunately, to make 2 trips to Toy Traders this week. Yeah, but you know what?
We decided awesome we wanted to try to. We weren't going away this weekend. We decided to stay home, and so it was like, okay, well, we got the call. It was in. So I ran down. I got it, and then literally it was like 3 hours later. I think they called.
Yeah.
And Frieza came in, and if I just waited and gone down on Friday, it would have been okay. But, c'est la vie.
Yeah.
We got 2 awesome things.
Yeah, at least it was totally worth it for both the figures.
Yeah.
It wasn't like
a pop or something, right?
Yeah, like no, they were really awesome ones that you were really excited about. Because I know you really liked your Frieza. He's adorably
tiny.
He's adorable and shiny. I love the colors of him. That purple is just so pretty. The pearlescent,
the royal.
it's just he's so pretty and he's so evil.
Right? But yeah, that was sort of our collector week, which was really fun. We've had a few things. I've been looking. Hot Toys is finally showing us the pictures for their upcoming Far From Home, and I'm actually so far a little underwhelmed.
Yeah.
You know, I want to keep with the MCU for my Hot Toys because I really wanted that Scarlet Spider that they showed.
Yeah, that thing.
Right,
awesome.
That thing was amazing from the video game, but I was like, no, I'm keeping with the MCU for my Hot Toys. And then that pre-order sold out.
Well,
in
yeah,
a flash,
it's done, right?
So then I was looking, and then the black suit. I'm not a big fan of just the plain black suit. You know, Toy Traders can't get me the Homecoming re-release because it's a special edition again, which kind of sucks. The black and red, the suit doesn't look as nice. It looks really good. It looks good, but it has a lot of that plasticky look, so I'm afraid that it might be similar to the Iron Spider, which will be a little hard posability.
Yeah, because I mean, what's the point of, to me, having a Spider-Man if you can't pose it really well? I think that matters a lot to you to be able to have that high articulation, and if it's going to be restricted because of the outfit, then
what's the point?
Yeah,
you got to be able to get him down the one knee, springing kind of thing. So I don't know. It might change. I might see more poses because they haven't officially showed the Far From Home black and red. They've just been like the snaps that have been taken from.
It's kind of hard too because it's the difference between what they show it posed as and like real people posing it. But you don't, if you wait for real people to be posing it,
it's gone.
It's gone, right?
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully Toy Traders will be able to get something in, of course, and I'm sure they would. But it's like I have to make the decision now, right?
Yeah.
So.
But I really do want a Holland Spider-Man in our collection, so we'll see what happens. You never know. Could happen. So with that, tonight we're not drinking coffee, though.
No, our cups of Rad are awesome Disney princess wine glasses.
Yep.
Full of locally made kombucha. Pink grapefruit flavor, which is really fun, nice and refreshing.
Yeah, something a little different.
We've been drinking a lot more kombucha because we can buy it locally here, and it's a nice, fun, different drink for us because we're trying to stay away from the colas, so then we can have something a little bit different that's not alcohol, which is
we already had that.
We already had our beer tonight, so we figured we should stop drinking with that. We shouldn't keep going, but. So we switched to this, and we're like, it's amazing because it kind of looks like rosé wine. Yeah. Like it looks all fancy, but it's so refreshing.
Exactly. Hoochie Boochie, I think it is.
Yes.
So, which is really cool. So this last little while, we haven't really been watching a whole lot.
No, school's almost over. I think we've been trying to go, we've been back at the gym together more, which has been fun. So we kind of have some connection on that. Yeah, just kind of trying to figure out the bit of a different schedule here. And
things are changing. There's some things happening. Once they're all confirmed and all that, I can actually say something more about that. But
wow, you sound like it's going to be...
It's not going to be big for you guys. It's going to be big for me, but... I'm hoping it won't impede the podcast, but we'll see what happens.
But you know what? With summertime's changing anyway, right? And, our son, he has his karate that kind of changes schedule. So, life changes and everything. But we still want to keep doing this because this is fun for us to be able to sit and talk and share radness. Yeah. And hear radness from other people. And
especially that radness. The Cup of Rad Magic Word Contest is going on until July 2nd.
Yeah, so you still have a chance to enter.
You've got the last 4 episodes, which was 32, 3, 4, and 5.
Yes.
Magic words are in there. All you got to do is find those magic words. When you hear them, direct message us so that you can get your name entered to win a box of Rad.
Yeah, so it's our last chance now. This is the last reminder for you.
Yeah, because that's coming up. The end's coming up, and we'll pick for that.
Contest closes July 2nd?
July 2nd at 9 p.m. Pacific time. That's what you need to do. You need to find those words and direct message us. Now, you can only find one, and you get one entry, and you have a chance to win.
Yay!
Or you get all 4, and you got 4 chances to win. Yeah. So better your odds.
Definitely.
So get those words in so you can win a box of Rad from us, because that'll be really awesome. So, guess what? We're talking about Toy Story.
All Toy Story.
All Toy Story.
All the time.
All
Toy
it is.
Story.
All the time. 365 days of Toy Story.
Wow, it's like super intense, man.
That's what we're going to do now. Forget the rest of forget all the other fandoms. Throw it out the window.
Mike's had a stroke.
Every day going forward is just Toy Story.
Definitely had a stroke.
Yeah.
I always told him that if he ever starts talking really crazy like that, or like trying to sell really coveted figures, I'm seriously going to go and first we're going to get a psychiatric checkout of some sort, because I think he might have cracked. But anyways, yes, it's Toy Story.
It is Toy Story. We went and saw Toy Story 4 this weekend.
Yes.
And we're going to wait on that because we're going to give you the chance to enjoy a talk about Toy Story and the universe that it created.
Granted, yes, it is quite a universe now. There's a lot involved with it.
Exactly. And then we'll spoil the heck out of Toy Story 4 for you. I think that's only right.
I think
we'll wine and dine you for a bit.
Oh, wow.
And then we'll just get that Toy Story going.
I like the punching sound.
Yeah, we're just... I don't know why.
I don't know. Wait, things got weird, man. It wouldn't be Cup of Rad if things didn't get weird at some point. So, so how are we going to start this universe epic talk of Toy Story?
Well, let's
see. How old is?
Let's do this. Let's do this here. Toy Story. Let's see. Came out in 1995. So I was 13 years old when that hit.
Time ago.
And I remember it was probably would have been 94, so 12 years old at the time, seeing a trailer for it. Mm-hmm. And I remember the trailer was just the very simple, the Buzz Lightyear, you could see through his vision of him looking around the room. Mm-hmm. And then it was then it cut to his legs on the bed, and then Woody peering up, and that was the trailer.
It was like, what is this?
And seeing that and seeing the very first ever CG animated going onto the big screen there was just this weird, fantastic unknown, right? It's just such a wild thing to see.
Yeah. Well, it's such an important, and you're trying to tell our son too, it's just such an important part of animation history, right? Because of being the CGI and the breakout of Pixar and all that sort of stuff. Like, it was a big deal.
It was.
For sure. It really kicked off something. I don't remember when it first came out. It's like Toy Story has just always been part of my life, but I was, 9 then? So that made a big difference for sure too. But it's been there for as long as I can remember, honestly. So.
Well, yeah. It's like ingrained in people's life. People know who those characters are and those stories were. And that's what's just fantastic about it. Yeah. That original Toy Story, when that thing came out, it has so much sass, wit, and snark to it.
There was so much. It was truly edgy. Yeah. In itself. Especially I go back and
watch it and you see like you had mentioned that how much of a dick Woody really is.
Right? Like it's really surprising. You watch it and you're like, wow, like he was vindictive and he was kind of maniacal, and I loved it because it was just like, wow, he was something different, right? Oh yeah, because you still really liked him, and by the time at the end of the movie came along, you're like, wow, I really like this guy.
Yeah, well, the whole story just revolves around that whole like the jealousy of like a newborn child, right, or a puppy or something that else is brought in the house that gets the attention away from you, and you just want to get rid of it, and it's like that fantasy, that revenge fantasy of like, fine, I'll just push it out a window.
I think for kids, that's something like you just hit it with the newborn baby. It's a sibling, right? And it's something that has to be, and someone really wants to have it around. But that feeling, I'm sure that many kids wanted to just push their sibling out the window. Right. And it's something that is natural that has to then be dealt with, because then you immediately have oh crap, what did I do? I can't have that happen. And so it's a perfect story because it can talk about to wherever you are in life, honestly. You can either are experiencing that, have experienced that, will experience that. It's always something that you can have. Even a friend can have that same type of experience, right? So I think it really has a good story to be able to talk to people.
Exactly. But even then, that change, that switch of just looking at solely as what it is on the surface of the film, the idea of toys coming to life and toys being alive and us playing with them. Yeah. But then when we walk away, they come to life and live their life.
It's such a cool idea. Right? I always thought that was fascinating to me.
Which is terrifying at the same time. If you look around our house and be like, oh my goodness.
Oh, I know. I remember you look at I looked at my room differently after seeing that. It's like, what do my Barbies do? This is weird. Well, yeah, especially now. Right? Shit, this room alone is terrifying.
This is like a nightmare realm if anything went down.
And all the weapons flying everywhere.
Right? Thank goodness that they're just plastic guns on some of these creatures. Otherwise, laser beams flying. Yep. But for me, when I watched that movie, I was instantly gravitated towards Buzz Lightyear. I love Buzz Lightyear. I love just that almost fish out of water feel where everything's just, da 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 da. Yeah. I am Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. Just very by the book. And
he's confident, and no matter what level he was as a toy or real, he's confident in who he is. Yeah. Really, quite honestly, it's like, no, I am this way. Like,
I know what I'm doing. Save the universe from the evil Emperor Zurg, and there's nothing else can do it. Can you
tell he likes Buzz?
And
he's wearing he's wearing a Buzz Lightyear shirt right now. He was wearing his Buzz Lightyear bands today. Yep. Anyways,
I got LGM socks on. Yeah. And if you really want to know, I got LGM underpants on, so there you go.
Now you know, TMI right there.
I don't know if it's too much information. It's
just very much just showing enough the
information, right?
Yeah. I have Toy Story Vans too.
You do, and you're also wearing a Buzz Lightyear t-shirt, so you can't.
We were super Toy Storied up today. Anyways, I totally ran off track on that one.
But I remember when I saw the show, it was just the movie was just fantastic. It was just like this feast your eyes, and the humor and all that, and the story that went into it, and you're a sad, strange little man, you are a toy, and
no sign of intelligent life anywhere.
I just,
there's so many awesome, epic, memorable quotes from that movie. And yeah, everyone.
You see that? I am Mrs. Nesbit.
I still think that's my favorite version of Buzz. It's he's totally broke. Off. Yeah. And it's hilarious. And you feel so bad for him, but you're like, oh my gosh. Yeah. Sid was an awesome villain. He really was, because you know that there's so many kids out there like that are just the vindictive and the, crazy mad scientist.
Yep.
And, he was taught an awesome lesson. And I think it was so good. They all worked together and they were able to do something like that. It was such an awesome scene.
Yeah. What was really cool about that was Sidna had no redemption, really.
Yeah.
It was just they scared him straight.
You mean a bad guy?
A true bad guy?
A bad guy?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Because you've got the rumor that it was Sid in Toy Story 3. They kind of said that was him as Garbage Man, right? But at the same time, you never really got to see him become a better person.
No.
Right? Which I think is kind of...
He didn't have some tragic backstory that made you sympathetic for him and why he was destroying toys. No, he's a future serial killer. I'm sorry.
But... that was the thing that was nice and simple about the idea was that, you had this other situation that then they got themselves into. And then it was
because of the jealousy and the craziness and everything. And it was like, wow, there is something worse.
It's like the Pulp Fiction moment where they end up with Zed in the basement there. And
oh my gosh, it is.
Right? or like Deliverance feel, or it's that weird, like...
Oh, I'm never, ever going to let go of the Pulp Fiction Toy Story crossover now. It is forever there. It is amazing.
But it's like that idea where two an unlikely pair get put in a situation where they have to bond together
to figure it
out and then become friends over it and
learn something and become better people from
exactly.
it. Yeah. Which is something I think we all as a society could learn to remember to do, right?
To see that there is a positive of working together even with people that you have differences with.
Exactly.
Right? So with that, though, the Buzz Lightyear toy itself, I think, was really freaking cool.
Yeah.
It had so much articulation, and it was one of those things that I was just like, I want a Buzz Lightyear because it had lights and it had articulations and it had
popping wings.
Yeah, not a flying toy. But
it's falling with style.
It had all these things that were just so amazing. I know in the past I've given my mom a lot of shit for not letting certain things in fandoms and all that. But, she was a single mom and she did the best she could. I realize now as an adult, some of the weird stuff, that quirks and all that she had that hindered things. But I will admit, I remember getting a Buzz Lightyear for Christmas that year when they brought that thing out. Now, granted, it was not nearly as cool as the toy in the movie.
Because they never are.
They never are,
as we've learned today.
But it still was a really rad toy, and I loved that thing until its final dying days.
You had that for a long time. You still had it when I met you, didn't you?
Oh yeah, Kiddo played with it, and then the batteries burst, and
something happened.
Something
with
went.
It.
So.
Yeah, because I remember it.
Or he twisted the arm or something. I don't know. Something wonky happened. Yeah. So it's gone.
But we have a new one. Our son has one.
Yeah, it's just in as bad a shape.
It's in bad shape because he was a toddler when he got it. But he's got a Woody toy and a Rex and a Slinky Dog and a Ham. Yeah. Oh, and he's got the Ham is the actual piggy bank.
Is an actual piggy bank.
And he has a Zurg. Yeah. So, but yeah, the toy is awesome for sure.
But yeah, I just absolutely love Toy Story. That original one. It was just freaking fantastic.
Yeah.
So Toy Story 2 came out. Toy Story 2 came out in 1999.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's amazing when I see these
2019.
Dates. I feel so old.
So Toy Story 2 came out, and it was a completely different story. It was the idea about Woody finding out that he was a collector's item.
Yeah.
And then Buzz having to do the saving. It was the reverse of roles.
Yes.
It was actually the first, when you realize it, the first of the trend of all Pixar films that the sequel takes the side character and makes them the main character.
Yes, very much so with that.
But I'd always thought that Toy Story, Buzz and Woody were on the same level. But
opposed to a side and a main character. And this one here then brought new characters into the world, right?
Yeah, it brought all the side characters from the first one more up a level.
Yeah.
Everyone working together, and the Chicken Man and Alice Toy Barn.
Yeah.
And Buzz having come to grips with what he was.
Yeah.
Really a toy without being, all that drama and all that and everything, right? So it's a lot sillier.
Yeah.
It got rid of the sharpness that the first one did.
Well, yeah, I was going to say it didn't have that edginess between the characters, right? There wasn't the wit.
The snark wasn't there.
The snark, exactly.
They played on some more jokes here and there with it, which at the same time was pretty funny, especially seeing all the character changing and all that. But especially with Woody then finding out that, because he never knew that he was part of a show.
Well, yeah,
and he had a family technically from that show.
Exactly, right? I mean, that was a big thing for him.
Right.
To find out, because I mean, Buzz found out from the very beginning that he was part of something else, you know. And for Woody, that was brand new. And then he finds out there's 3 other characters that were involved, and he was so popular and so coveted for something like that. And they were just so happy. Like, Jessie was so positive and just so, but it was interesting to see how broken she was.
Yeah.
From being in a box like that, just full on paranoia. Right. About being in storage for something, right? So
it's like Silence of the Lambs,
right?
In the hole, it puts the lotion on the skin, and puts the Jessie in the box.
So disturbing. Bullseye, I think, was always adorable and so lovable and fun. But you know what I always thought was weird was that he couldn't talk.
Oh, you thought that was weird?
I did. Because like
I guess Rex, Slinky,
all the other ones, they talk. Why did they talk and Bullseye does not? Is it something to do with like the age of the toy or something like that? Like,
yeah, but Ham is a piggy bank.
I know, but like, why does he not talk at all? He doesn't make any.
See, now you just destroyed the logic of all the film, and now I can't like any of them. Podcast over.
Uh-oh. I asked too many questions.
No. I understand that there's yeah.
It doesn't bother me that he doesn't talk. Like, it's okay because he's fun and lovable and he's just so happy. But I just always thought it was strange. Like, why doesn't the horse talk?
No, you make a valid point, because in the first one, the shark and the thing talks. Yeah. I'm Sheriff Woody, howdy, right? And the little squeaky shark talks, like,
right? Like, I don't know, is it something to do with the fact that has he never been played with, so he doesn't have a voice developed of some sort? But then, like, why do the humans? I guess because it would have been from the show, but I don't know. I guess I am literally asking questions about a toy world where they're alive, so we'll just stop there. Just let it be.
No, but there is those questions where there are those moments where you think about it.
Like, why some things have to talk in our make-believe world, and some things are supposed to be silent. Why is that?
That's very true.
Yeah. I want a talking horse, damn it.
Well, you get into the third one, you get a talking unicorn.
I do.
But with the second one, they played for a lot of laughs, especially when it came to the idea of making fun of Star Wars with Zurg. And, you know, I was being a big Star Wars fan, but also being a big Buzz Lightyear fan, I was a little taken back by that. It was like seriously? Yeah. You guys went there just for that?
Yeah, that was
as a joke, but it still was fun. I still have a good time with Toy Story 2. I think it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
It's silly, it's weird, it's quirky, and it has some really
I like the twist
laughs.
with Stinky Pete.
Yes, that was kind of cool to have that.
Because, you know, it made sense for him, though. Like, it was his own little way of creating his family. It wasn't that he was trying to be evil. It was just like, this is the way things are supposed to be. And it's really no different than Woody, but it was like, we're going to sacrifice everyone for my own happiness.
Yeah.
And
so that I don't have to stay in the box.
Yeah, it's like, I don't want to be alone. This is what I'm supposed to be, and we're supposed to be together, and it's just, you know, what has to happen type thing,
exactly.
Right? So I like that, where it was just like, whoa, wait a second, he's crazy.
And then in 2000, Buzz Lightyear of Star Command came out.
You should see the sparkles in his eyes right now.
That show was freaking amazing. It was developed by Tad Stones, the guy that worked on Darkwing Duck.
Oh, that's why he liked it.
And did the Hellboy movies, the animated Hellboy movies.
Nice.
I remember getting it as an Easter present, and it was hilarious because at that time, if you've calculated my age, I was pretty old.
I was going to say.
Got an Easter gift.
He was graduated from high school.
And it came in, it was those old Disney clamshells, you know? And it was a cartoon of Buzz Lightyear. It was the ongoing adventures that the toys were supposed to be based off of, right?
Nice.
So Tim Allen came back and did the voice for this movie. But the series was actually voiced by Patrick Warburton. Mm-hmm. And I always thought it was kind of funny because it was like, you know, whenever you buy a toy, they never sound like the movie or the show.
No.
So I thought
was like, what the heck is this?
I thought it was kind of funny that they did that. They decided to have, you know, a different actor, even if it wasn't work out scheduling wise or money wise or whatever it was for the TV. But the idea that the show was a different voice than the actual toy.
Yeah.
Right. Because the toy still sounded like Tim Allen. So it was kind of funny. It was like, so like in that world, like the Patrick Warburton voice was like the A-list and the Tim Allen was the B-list feel, right? Like it's just a weird thought process. Maybe it was me trying to justify.
You just needed to justify it and found it was funny, which is totally cool because it's true. It makes sense.
But that cartoon was great. He was the idea that he had a partner that betrayed him, and he was an agent of Zurg, and you know, he decided he never wanted to work with partners again, and then he got saddled up with a team of recruits and rookies, and he had to like bring them together. So it's just like
a buddy cop show, like just cartoon version for kids. No wonder you liked it.
It was fantastic.
Why not, right?
The animation was great and all that. It was just a great show to look for. So definitely something to check out if you've never seen it and you're a Buzz Lightyear fan, because it was a great TV show. That was always the ones where I always wanted toys from, because I like the design, the more like long, angular look of it.
Like just this morning, you had showed our son a bit of the movie there, and it reminded it kind of looks like the toy box figures that are come out. It was a really cool design. For sure.
So it was really neat. The only thing I thought was weird about it though was that the LGMs are in it.
Yeah,
and it doesn't make a whole lick of sense because they're like prizes at Pizza Planet.
I was going to say they weren't part of exactly, they were
and Buzz never recognized them, like, because he was still in the world of being like, well, I'm Buzz Lightyear Star Command, so you would have thought that then by that point Buzz should have recognized the LGMs and made some kind of comment towards the LGMs, or knew what their whole purpose was, and all that. So there's a bit of that continuity
here. Good. No, I haven't. See, you have questions too. Why did this happen?
I've always got questions. But no, Buzz Lightyear Star Command, just... Well, if you've ever been to Disneyland, Astro Blasters.
We always call it Astro Orbiters every single time.
Because there's the Astro Orbiter.
Because it's right there.
Right. Well, see, in Florida, it's Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin.
Yes.
But in California, it's... Which
I like the Space
Astro
Ranger.
Blasters.
Yeah, it doesn't... There's too much Astro stuff right there. Dude, Space Ranger Spin sounds so much cooler.
Right?
And it makes more sense.
But there's parts of the cartoon when you go through that opening queue, on the wall, there's all the planets, and there's the other recruits and all that kind of stuff before you get into the
that's where the planets are from there.
Yeah.
So I'm like always like, it's just part of the ride. I've never questioned it, and I never know where this other extended universe came from. I figured it was just part of the mythos of Buzz Lightyear.
No. That there is from the cartoon. Okay. And all Booster and XLR or whatever it is. And I can't remember what the chick was. But yeah, they're all from that cartoon, right? It's a great cartoon, and it helped expand that thing. Cool. It was great to have as like a Buzz Lightyear fan.
Yeah.
Right? Toy Story 3 came out in 2009.
That was a big jump, 10 years?
Yeah, they took some jumps. No, 2010, sorry.
Oh, 11, okay.
There we go. Even more. So Toy Story 3... When that hit, we had just had our kiddo for a year.
Yeah.
We did go to the theater with him.
We did? We took him to the theater?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We did a matinee.
I remember that.
It was down at the old Paramount.
Yeah. Wow.
Upstairs.
Huh.
But he was so tiny, he barely made any noise. Right?
Yeah, exactly. He just kind of slept, right?
But that one there... That hit a lot of chords for me originally, just the ending and all that. And that was sort of... That passing on, and that really felt like the end of the series.
Yeah, I liked that, the end of it for sure.
Yeah,
because of growing up. I think also too, just that bit of a change of us being parents, and to kind of imagining that future idea of passing something on. We still collected things and whatnot, but we had gotten rid of so much as well. And it was very heartwarming for them to be able, much rather than being stored in a box somewhere, but to being able to have that excitement for someone else, and that pay it forward feel, right? And I remember being really touched by that. Yeah.
It was a pretty good story. I should have seen though that it was actually a Torch movie. It wasn't an ending.
Yeah.
And now when you have the fourth one, now you realize that's what it was.
Yeah.
And with the specials and stuff that came out, it was just a Torch film to keep the series alive. Toy Story 3 is not my favorite out of the whole slew of things. Just because it goes off on a different tangent. And for me, one of the things that it does do that bothers me is it takes my favorite character and reduces him to pure laughs.
Yeah.
So
Well, you know what? I like some of the experiences that were there and the different feel and being donated. I thought it was interesting of having like a group having to be involved with something new. But at the same time, it was a little overwhelming having so many characters.
Yes.
You went from such a small group of people, even adding the couple extras in Toy Story 2, but every time... Even in the second one, it was still only a small group of them in one time, right? Yeah. It wasn't. So then this one, all of a sudden you have so much, plus you have all the background characters, plus now you've added some actual human elements in it. And I remember it being very busy and just a little overwhelming. So I clung to the good parts that I really enjoyed. And I still have fond memories of it by all means, but it's definitely so much busier. So when I look at the three movies separately there, it's like... That really stands out as being different. And I don't know if it's because of the time frame, how much went by, and how it's almost like a little time capsule of how animation stories and kids movies have changed. Yeah, well, it definitely has more of a part Pixar, part almost DreamWorks sequel quality to it. Yeah. And even the second one has a bit more of the silly sequel to it. But the fact that you're right, it added in so many other characters, because then you suddenly... Barbie wasn't just a bit character like she was in 2. Yeah. She suddenly had a full role. Right. And then Ken's involved, and, you know, which was hilarious with the try-on outfits and all that. I was just going to say, I love his fashion show stuff, though. It was amazing. The astronaut. Yes. Where's my ascot? Well, I did myself... I don't agree that they didn't need such big parts, but at the same time, being Barbie was such a huge part of my life, and like all the fashion and everything, like the Barbie stuff was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Yeah. So well, that was probably one of the funnier moments. But then you had like all of Lotso's gang, and then you had all the other characters, and and Mr. Potato Head when he got turned into a bologna or something like that, or he was like some tortilla, weird floppy, the tortilla thing. The bologna, by the way, is fantastic, but yeah, tortilla. You know, Lotso, he was not my favorite. I don't know. I never really liked him. He always kind of irked me. But I don't know if maybe I just know that he's, scary. There was, for myself, there was never a moment where I was like, he isn't the bad guy. Yeah. Like, I don't remember, like, from the very beginning, it was like, something is weird with him, but... That being said, too, that the ending with them all huddled together... It was actually really crazy to think that, oh my God, are they all going to end up just getting incinerated? Right? Like, that was super intense. Like, holy moly, that's where they're going to take this? Are they going to go for that dark turn? Can you imagine that? Worst Toy Story ever. All your favorite toys just got burnt up. Like, oh my goodness. But luckily they didn't. They were able to find a new home, which was awesome. Now, I did like... So, well, because you also then had Bonnie's toys too. You talk about all the extra characters, and then exactly, and then you have a whole nother room of characters, and it was just like, oh my goodness, there's so much going on. Out of all those characters, I think it's just my love of her as an actress. It's Trixie. Yeah, the Triceratops. Triceratops. See, I knew that. Oh, it's a Triceratops. Triceratops. Yeah, I was gonna say he will never forget that. It's thank you, Power Rangers. But yes, it's Mabel. Her voice is amazing in everything. Mabel, Louise, so having her join the Toy Story realm was pretty awesome. Yes, but as a whole, I did like the hedgehog though, because Mr. Pricklepants. Mr. Pricklepants I like his name. He's hilarious and he's so dramatic. Timothy Dalton. I'm a serious actor. Yeah, no, yeah. They're fun characters, but I think it just was too much. Like, if they had a way to have actually just said, here, we're moving from this group to this group, it would have been different. But melding them all together and like so much insanity between them all, it was just way too much. Right. So, but yeah, it was a bit of overwhelming. And as I say, it had some really great moments and some great heartfelt moments and some great imagery in it. Yeah. But it's not one I'm going to throw on, I think. It's like, let's watch Toy Story. Okay, we're going to watch Toy Story. Yeah. The first one, right? Exactly. And then they did something really fun. They did Toy Story of Terror, which came out in 2013. It was a special that aired on ABC. Yes, that was super fun. It was all, the old school horror oozy writing. Yeah. Right? And it was all, who's going to die on the Toy Story of Terror? Yeah. Right? And I think that's a fantastic cartoon. Oh, yeah. We were super excited. They get lost in a
hotel where they're getting picked off one by one
and everything. Yeah.
So definitely that's one if you haven't, because I know a lot of people haven't seen some of the more specials. Or there's also Party Rex. I can't remember when that came out.
Oh, Party Rex was amazing. Our son loved that. So it turned bath time into a rave.
Yeah. That was only like one of the 5-minute shorts or something. Oh,
yeah. It was just this little tiny thing with this crazy...
But they brought toys out for it, too.
Yeah, and he loved it so much.
To the point of wanting to have Party Rex in the bathtub.
Yeah, he had Party Rex in the bathtub. It was... He had this, like, strobing... boat light LED thing with when he had this little Party Rex toy, and it was just amazing. It was just hilarious.
Were just like
we just needed some rave music and we were good to go, like a DJ in the background, and we're good.
That was a great cartoon. But yeah, Toy Story Terror, where they're getting picked off, and it turns out to be a collector that owns a hotel, is stealing toys. And that's where you get to meet Combat Carl. Right.
Combat Carl.
So that one was really fun. I liked that one. It was because it dealt with Jessie too. It gave Jessie a bit more because it talked about her.
It was a good way of getting her background, her history. You get to see more of her fear of being boxed up and her having to
deal with it to save.
Exactly, having to overcome a fear. Right.
Yeah.
I thought that was a really good place to be able to dive into a little bit more of the side characters. Right. So.
I honestly feel that there was more actual character development in something that's small than in some of the other movies.
Yeah.
Right? Which was pretty impressive to see.
Yeah.
And then from that, the next year, they did the Toy Story That Time Forgot in 2014.
Yeah.
And that one there was incredible. That one there is the idea that Bonnie goes over to her friend's house that just had Christmas.
Oh, yeah. And he's like overwhelmed with toys.
Yeah.
Right?
And he's got all these new action figures. All these dino warriors that are like basically He-Man.
Yes.
But dinosaurs. But he's off playing a video game instead. Right. Mm-hmm. And so they don't know that they're toys. And Buzz and Woody get stuck in the middle of that.
They're having like some giant epic, it's just this ritual like war thing battle going on. Yeah. And it was epic.
Amazing. That one's a lot more silly.
They go in to be like, let's play. And we're like, what have we walked into?
Right. They're gonna,
So yeah, it was definitely amusing.
That one there. Yeah, I like that one. That one's really fun.
Well, that was fun too, time-wise, to be able to share with our son. It was a good age for that. Mm-hmm. Where it was just short enough to really be just silly for him. I know he really loved Woody. That was his favorite thing. I had a Facebook memory a couple weeks back of him showing up, and he was dancing on my mom's bed, and he had his little cowboy hat on, and he was spinning in circles, and it was, I'm Sheriff Woody. It was adorable. Yeah. So that's fun that it was able to share that with him in a different, something new, bringing that out that was he could enjoy, right?
Exactly.
So
before we go into Toy Story 4 and spoil it all for you, let's go back to a little bit more memory wise, and I like Katie's she's just like staring into her glass.
Sorry, why? I'm right here, dude.
But we've had a lot of good memories with Toy Story, sharing with our son and all that. We even had the fun of being able to go to the Disney park and experience the rides.
Yes.
And I remember being able to go on the Astro Blasters.
We remember.
And Kiddos always likes to go with me, and we always to go shoot little targets. And
that's like you guys' jam. You would always go like, "Oh, it's dad and son time. We're gonna go. Oh, we're gonna go over to Buzz Lightyear."
Yeah, and we go shoot the targets and spin around. But he just always thinks it's funny because he just grabs on the joystick there and just starts spinning us around. Right?
It's a good luck. Try shooting the aliens when you're doing fly you around at 30 miles an hour,
360 around the entire thing, just meow meow meow. But it is really fun. It's a little outdated, but it's still really fun riding, especially for the little ones like that, right?
And you always, no matter what, even spinning in circles, you still always have the highest score. I can be in perfect control, totally by myself, blah, blah, and you still beat me.
Yeah, but I've never been able to get over like level 4 or 5. Like,
I know.
It's impressive to say that there's like so many higher levels, and it's like, how? Yeah. How did you do this? What magic do you have?
Mike has amazing hand-eye coordination. Like, I think he used to be some sort of sharpshooter cowboy or something. Because, like, it's just, I don't know.
I was Buzz Lightyear, Star Command. I'm trapped in this body.
There we go. That explains it all right there.
But the other one, which is surprisingly another shooter one, is Toy Story Mania.
I love that ride. It's so much fun. It's just so ridiculous, right?
Well, I think the best memory that I have from that, though, is how excited your mom gets over that.
Yes.
She literally just...
Well, it's super fun because she's someone, she doesn't play video games or anything like that, but she likes, like, I remember when she got the Wii, she just loves playing the silly things. And I think it's fun because there's not something that you fail at. It's not like you can't do it. Like, it's relatively easy, and it's so positive and uplifting that
you can do it,
right? They're so easy to score something, and there's so much of a hurrah every time you pop a balloon or make a ring toss, you know. And even for me, like, it's super exciting. But she just she's like a little kid on that ride.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic. It's a great memory, right? Like.
And that ride is super fun. I love the variations too. I love that you get to experience every single one every time you go through. It's not like, oh, well, opposed to like Star Tours where, well, we got this one and we got this one over and over and over again. It's like, no, we got to play every single one of them. So you have your ones that you enjoy more than others. And what's one of your favorite games on that?
I think I actually like the probably the plates.
Yeah.
Just because it's kind of cool. I
like the plates too. It's like, it's really exciting.
Gratifying.
Well, yeah.
Break those plates!
Break those plates. It's like, oh my gosh, I get to break plates. This is amazing. I'm chucking like baseballs at these plates, right? I really like the LGMs too, where you get to make
the ring.
Yeah, the shoot off in the rockets and everything. And
like the bursts of air in your face.
Yeah, it's oddly satisfying with the little rings. So it's pretty fun.
Oh, yeah?
My face is awesome right now.
A little blast in the face.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking that. What are you talking about? I just like the little rockets.
Oh, yeah. You like a good little rocket.
You're not helping. I like all of them. I like the darts throwing with the balloons too, and it's dinosaurs, right?
Right.
Yes.
It's just a fun little ride.
So much fun, and I love the design. Getting into there with all the different board games around and everything, and like you feel like you're a toy. It's just such a cool setup.
Yeah,
I think they did a really good job with it. So
it's a lot of fun. Definitely, if you ever get to Disneyland, something to check out because it's super awesome. Like, it's good memories, and now they add so much, and hopefully one day we'll get down to Florida and check out Toy Story Land.
Yes.
Right? Because that'll be kind of cool to see.
Very much so.
Toy Story 4 came out this year. We saw it.
We saw Toy
Story 4. I was really excited for it. I was like the one out of the three of us that was super excited to see this film.
Yeah, you were really excited. I was like, yeah, sure, I'll be there. And our son was like, whatever.
That Forky bothers me.
He really didn't like Forky from the beginning. And then we told him, we're like, no, seriously, if you don't want to go see it, that's fine. We're going to go. But I want to go.
Yeah. So we went, and
you know what? I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. I actually really did. But I know that it's on the same level as Toy Story 3, where I enjoyed the bulk of it. I enjoyed a lot of the pieces. I enjoyed the ending. Overall, it was still kind of busy, but not as busy, I guess, as Toy Story 3. So I guess it is going to be better because it is still more small. I guess character-wise, it's more of a group of like Toy Story 2. A few at a time type thing.
In segments and all that.
But overall, I enjoyed it, and
our son really liked it.
Our son really liked it more than he thought he would, for sure.
Yeah. I'm the one that liked it the least.
And Mike liked it the least. It's ironic that way.
Which was really sad for me.
Yeah.
My gripes.
If you could tell, let's see if anyone at home can guess what Mike's gripe is going to be about it based on the podcast so far.
Here, we'll just wait a moment, let you think. Listeners at home, scream out. What was it that Mike didn't like? Anywhere you are, hopefully you're on the bus because this would be really awesome.
Yeah. Okay. So what is it?
How much they sidelined Buzz and how much all of Buzz Lightyear's character development from all the other movies had disappeared and he had become dumb again.
Yep.
Now, on my initial viewing of it, on my initial rationalization of it, I was thinking maybe it was the side effects of being reset in Toy Story 3. Mm-hmm. But then we realized that Toy Story That Time Forgot and Toy Story of Terror came after because they're Bonnie's toys during that time, and he is much smarter in those two specials.
So what happened?
That's what I want to know. I want to know why he became dumb.
Yeah.
And it bothered me because he was not the go-getter. He was very aloof, and he still acted very much like he thought he was still a toy.
Yes.
And that really...
he wasn't making a plan. He was still had the courage and the expectation of, I have to go save my friend and I'm supposed to go do this. But it was like, what would Woody do? No, what would Buzz do?
Yeah.
Because Buzz has done this before. So why can't you do it again? Yeah,
he saved Woody back in Toy Story 2.
Yeah, so what
without
changed?
A problem, right? So that really bothered me. You know, as a whole, I enjoyed the movie, but I thought it was just okay.
Yeah. No, I think I would have been okay without it. I don't think it's not blowing my mind with, I'm so glad there was another Toy Story.
Yeah.
It was there.
But we try to stay positive with the podcast.
Yes.
So what we will do is we'll talk about the things that we liked about it, even though that there was moments that it wasn't my favorite out of them. But what I liked about it, the animation was stunning. It was beautiful. It was crisp. It was clean.
Well, and that's impressive for you to say that because normally you are very picky about your animation.
Bo Peep, was the sparkle and the shine from her. She looked porcelain.
She was my favorite character in this, though, very much so. I want to go buy Bo Peep merch. That's where I'm at.
She was a standout of the film.
Yeah, I really enjoyed her character. She was a nice mix of female leadership and independence without being please don't yell at me, female listeners, without being the pushy female empowerment. She was a very positive role model because she had found her niche in the situation that she found herself in. She took charge. She took charge. She made her life the way she wanted it rather than just saying, well, I'm stuck here.
I'm a lost boy.
Say like Gabby was very much of this is what it is and I'm going to take advantage of other people and I'm just sad and I'm mopey. I'm going to sit on a shelf. She went out there and said, no, life can be better. I'm going to do better. And she made it happen. And she found a place that she really liked. And she really cared about the people and the friends that she had made. And she still very much cared about Woody. And she was still very compassionate, and I really liked her character.
Yeah. With that, if you need to pause now because we'll get into deeper spoilers. I like to give them a buffer.
Give them a moment.
A little buffer.
Okay.
Or just brave through it.
Okay, so apparently the podcast is over if you don't want spoilers.
But come back because there's more after this.
At some mystical time we don't know.
No, because we've got questions that we're going to ask each other.
So just kind of blip through it until you can find us talking about something else.
Yeah.
Okay, what's up? Spoilers then, I guess.
Well, no.
Oh,
I just wanted to have that moment. Yeah,
gotcha.
Just that idea. So, but yeah, you're right. Bo Peep, she was super strong. She was able to create that skunk car. She was able to...
That thing was amazing. I love that. He's like, why do you ride around? Oh, that's why you run.
And so she was just really resourceful and she was... It was... and she was the amputee.
Yeah, right? So I love the look on his face. He was like, oh my God, you've lost your arm. Don't worry. It's okay.
Tape.
We're good.
Right? So they did a great job with that character, and that was fantastic. I really did like that.
Yeah.
And from that, though, too, there was the Key and Peele's, Ducky and Bunny.
They were
hilarious.
I laughed every single time they spoke.
Right?
Because I love Key and Peele.
Yeah.
And it was so awesome to see them talking
back together.
Like, right? Oh my goodness. And
put my foot in your face.
They're just, everything they say is hilarious.
I got this plan for you. How about we just sit on a shelf and then we attack her? Oh, too much in the open? Okay, how about...
Oh,
do you guys
rush? You're gonna do that now. Yeah, you're just gonna throw stuffed animals at us and be
okay.
Plush Rush.
I wasn't sure if I was gonna throw myself on you and say Plush Rush because
that would be funny too.
But
we're not going to go down that rabbit hole.
Dare someone to do it.
Let us know how that turns out for you.
See how your wife or girlfriend or boyfriend likes that. Plush Rush.
Oh goodness!
But you got to shout it.
Yep.
With
excitement.
Bigger.
Yep.
Do you really have laser eyes?
Our son's face was fantastic with that. He's like, I thought they were really doing that. And then laser eyes? I thought he had laser eyes. But then he started growing bigger. And I was like, no, something's weird.
There was fire from his mouth. Yeah, they were besides Bo Peep and her development, Duck and Bunny were my favorite.
Yeah, they were well used humor parts,
yes,
right? They weren't obnoxious and over the top, and they weren't in the way irritating. Mm-hmm. They didn't get up on their face and be like, "Oh, why did you do that?"
Yeah, they never screwed anything up.
Yeah, they weren't there to just cause chaos.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. And there was Duke Kaboom.
So Mr. Canadian, what do you think of Duke Kaboom?
Pretty awesome, actually. Yeah. Duke Kaboom, Canada's greatest stuntman.
Oh.
I never knew we had Duke Kaboom. I would have loved a Duke Kaboom toy.
Boxing Day sales.
Right? And what was nice, though, was they never played up any Canadian stereotypes.
Nope.
There was no A's, there was no maple syrup, there was no...
no,
nothing like that.
I love except the ad, though. The ad with the hockey rink behind it too.
Okay, but it's a subtle, yeah.
But you know what? It makes sense. It was Boxing Day. Of course, there's hockey around right? Still too. Really.
But there you go, Canadian truths. Stealing from Toy Story, Adam. But I thought it was great. It was funny, and it was well played.
Yeah. I was worried he might have been too over dramatic, right? But no, it was hilarious.
Because it was very subtle. It was very not, and his little breaks from when he was having flashbacks.
Oh yeah, make you feel so bad, right?
PTSD thing, it was just
This poor toy had 30 seconds of playtime. The kid was like, "Oh, you're not as good as the trailer promised. You're trash." Yeah. That's enough to cause some problems.
Can't jump this. I can't do this. Wait, I can do this with my eyes closed.
What? And then he does it. Because he's Duke Kaboom.
Duke Kaboom. I want to Duke Kaboom now.
Right?
But yeah. Now with Gabby, she started out with the ventriloquist. I mean, so creepy.
That was horror story. Our son was
jumped and he was creeping
full
out.
on grabbing onto my arm.
Yeah, he was not happy with it. He is not a fan of the dummy doll thing.
He said it reminded him from Slappy from Goosebumps, right? And it was just
what was awesome too is right outside the men's washroom was a giant Annabelle Comes Home poster. So he literally saw that just before we saw the movie too.
Nice.
And he was just so then going in and having a movie that had creepy dolls that were attacking things, he was not happy with that.
I like how because as soon as that happened I was like, something is weird with this. Yeah. He's pushing her around like this, like she's some little queen thing.
It was so creepy. It's so awesome.
So creepy.
And then it just fell flat.
Then it went downhill.
That was. I mean,
I like the fact that it was I'm gonna steal your
that
inside.
Was so awesome.
No, it's sewn inside me. Yes, I'm going to take that. It's oh my gosh.
And I was so excited because I was I had that moment where I was like, oh, are we going to get another villain finally? From the first one, but it's going to actually be a toy villain that's doing something weird and sadistic and crazy.
Yeah.
Are we going to see does she have a stockade of old toys that she's ripped apart?
See, they just missed the mark. They could have been.
They should have gone.
And then it turned into just something where you wanted to.
It just fell into the exact same trap of
yeah,
where it was it was nothing as bad. It was just I wasn't loved and
some bad sad sob story and everyone, you had to feel bad for it and you had to be happy that the hero fixed the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They should have just gone full on, because I think you could have had the exact same result at the end for what Woody chooses to do as a get out card.
Mm-hmm.
He still could have lost that part of him.
Well, because he still could have been helping future toys by getting rid of the villain somehow, right?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Still would have helped things.
That could have even been a catalyst to see hey, I don't want other toys to end up like this. So
obviously there's this underground pinball,
world that we're hiding
from her, right?
Yeah. So they missed that mark of because when she gets thrown aside, when she gets that voice box from him, I was full on expecting her to go psycho. Yeah. Right? And
she just laid there and cried.
And then it was
really, really not satisfying at all.
Right? They took away that villain aspect, and I was that's where I kind of got sad with it. And a
lot of that too, as one of my complaints is to me it dragged on. It had the same type of scene over and over again. It was the almost there, almost made it, almost gonna be doing this, and there was a lot of almost close. Yeah. It was a little slow paced for me for some of those moments. That's one thing I saw too, and that was one of them where it was and we were almost doing something and we still didn't get there. Yeah, at least if you're gonna resolve it, let's just try to resolve it now. Right. And no,
because can you imagine I'm
glad that she didn't come home with Bonnie though.
Yeah,
just
Yeah.
Bonnie has enough toys.
She does have enough toys.
Oh my goodness.
And she's got Forky.
And she's growing up and she has Forky. We haven't even touched on Forky yet. What did you think of Forky, Mike?
He was okay until he got really annoying.
Yeah, from 2 seconds after he was made?
In the trash.
Yeah.
In the trash, and the joke just kept going. In the trash, in the trash, in the trash,
you know what?
Trash.
It's so funny because that was obnoxious, but I'm glad they stopped that.
Yeah.
But as a parent of a child who has done stuff like this before, I was like, oh my God, this is so real life.
Maybe that's why I had a hard time with it, because it was
real life.
It was too real for me.
Yeah. There's just
flashbacks.
So much crap where he brings something home and it was like, really, why do you need this? You have a room full of toys. Why do you need this scrap of paper?
A rock.
Oh. And all of my family is like, because it's a cool rock. That is all.
It's not a cool rock. It's literally from the garden. It has nothing beautiful about it.
But yeah, there's just so much stuff that we just hold on to things, right? And we've never understood that. And, it was funny because our son, he's like, yeah, I totally understand where that came from type thing, But he also agreed with us for the fact that a year later, that thing would not be in her regular toys.
No.
He's like, no, are you kidding me? It would have been a week at most. Like, why is she still playing with the trash? It was awesome.
Well, then that moment of wanting to bring that back the next time he does something like that, and be like,
Forky.
You remember what you said?
Yeah.
Forky.
Yeah. Oh, I'm totally using that. This is your Forky.
This is your Forky of the week.
Granted, he doesn't do that as much now, but
not at all.
And I understand the purpose of the character in Bonnie's world. Mm-hmm. But one thing that talking about these, we've realized though, is that Toy Story 1 and 2 were truly driven by the toys. Yeah. The story was driven by the toys, events, feelings, actions, everything.
Toys
right?
as people.
Yes. 3 started kind of transitioning. And this one, yes, the story was the actions of the toys, but so much of it was driven by the feelings and emotions of the people in it, the humans, right? And Woody's story was designed around what Bonnie was doing and feeling, opposed to, Andy in the first one was almost just legs and that was it, and hands, right? There was no boy that you cared about at all. It was just like, whatever. It's the thing that makes the toys, stay
fall
still,
down,
right? But in this, you can tell you're supposed to really care about Bonnie, and you were starting to care about her before and really feel that. And it's not a Toy Story anymore.
Yeah.
Right. And that's, I think, is what has changed the movies more, is that it's now how the toys can serve the human emotions. Yeah. Right.
Their servitude to us.
Yeah.
Right. But on that note, though, the ending was good. It was a good ending for Woody to finally find his way away from not being what he truly wanted to do. And it was being the papa figure, the leader, the one that takes care of everyone.
Yeah.
And, and that was the one moment that Buzz finally had clarity in the entire thing and actually said something intelligent.
Yes, and emotional and friendship-wise.
Yeah, and I felt like there was a moment missing where they could have they needed the moment where almost of having Buzz and Woody sitting down and having the beer kind of feel like the two friends talking, and that realization that, this is where you need to be. Yeah. With her not here. Right? Yeah.
And it's like, they just skipped over that. Instead, it was just Buzz observing Woody walking over there. And it was like, no, it's not. Right. And I guess they just did a really, really shortened version of it.
Yeah.
But I think
usually I'm not one for having to see something. Yeah. But this just felt like the resolution came around too quickly.
Yeah, it deserved more for that's a big step. It's a big event. It's a big change to things to not have Woody around with them. Yeah. Yeah, it deserved a little bit more of a send off almost.
Yeah. So it's okay. I'm not mad I saw it. I'm not mad about the movie. There's just things that I felt that didn't work, and
he's mad about Buzz. Don't let him.
Well, I'm mad about Buzz.
It's not even slight disappointment.
They did my boy dirty. They.
No, I agree.
So the idea is if you're gonna give Woody a send off like this, then
where's Buzz's?
Where's Buzz's send off? Where is that send off for that character? Because that was such a big predominant character from the original. Yeah. So how are you gonna give him his closure? Because he's basically still Mrs. Nesbit because they're playing Hat Party. Yeah. Right? even Mr. Prickle Pants was mad about being a hat seller.
Yeah.
Right. So
yeah, they're just playing house over and over again in different city people, right?
Yeah. So that's what I want to see. I want to see. It would be nice too then, because the collector community has gotten so big and so positive.
Yeah.
About owning these things. Maybe they need to go back, because they had Toy Story 2 and they also had the Toy Story of Terror, where it showed collecting being evil.
Yeah.
And being bad. Maybe they need to then have that story.
They need to have an open box collector.
They need to have that story where Buzz finds a home where they have fun with it and they enjoy it, but they still treat him well.
Yeah.
And that's how he can maybe end his story, right?
Yeah. But they need to make something revolving around your life.
About me.
About your toys are all in, freedom to roam around and hang out with their buddies, and once in a while get shared with a child, but
on Instagram.
Overall, taken pictures of.
That's why I'm mad about this movie, because it didn't speak to me.
And adults that just love them.
Okay, yeah, I'm being unreasonable, but
no, I get what you're saying. I really do. I understand the idea, though, that Buzz just is whatever, and now I was okay without a fourth one, but now I feel like there needs to be another one to help Buzz out with something.
Buzz and Jesse need to ride off into the sunset.
Yeah,
they need to go have a little commune.
And I also would like even a 30-minute short of some adventure of Bo. Would be really fun, I think.
Yeah,
so that should be their next one, is somewhere in between there of like, how did she get the skunk RC or
Road Warrior?
Yeah, right. Like, how did that happen? How the escape from the antique shop or something like that, of what made her get up and get going and those types of things. Like,
yeah, there's plenty of stories still for them to tell.
Yeah,
it just means that Woody is. But honestly, they could still tell more stories with Woody.
Oh yeah,
like that's the thing. Is like,
even
they're trying to say they're trying to say it's like the end, but it's just another door that's open to tell another possible story in some way.
I think it's just for him, it's more of the idea of just being more free flowing and just seeing where life takes him, and
what he realizes,
and being able to help multiple kids almost is where he's at right now, right?
Yeah.
And because he cares so much about helping children, but there's a difference between helping children and being owned by a child. For someone, just that one and just that loyalty, when it's inevitably going to change, because children don't stay that way forever. But if you want to help children, there's always a supply of children, that you can go around and helping, right? And so there's definitely a good story there. And I really like the growth that Woody experienced with that. But, it's, at the sacrifice of everyone else, right?
Exactly. So. But on that, if you're a Toy Story fan, you might tickle your fancy. You just let us know, right? Well, yeah. So it could be right up your alley. It could be your jam.
It was still fun. And as I say, our son really enjoyed it, and he came home and asked to go and play with his Toy Story toys.
Yeah, so that's...
And he was actually down having an adventure. I don't know. Part of it was Buzz and Zurg, so it might have been the snippet of Star Command you showed him this morning rather than the movie. I'm not going to lie. Because all he talked to me was Zurg and Buzz fighting.
That's fantastic.
So thank you, Star Command, which proud dad moment right there.
Oh, yeah. And there it is.
That sounds like the end of the podcast.
Right? Well, it's the end of their saga-esque right now, as of now. So the spoilers are over.
Spoilers are over.
There might be more spoilers.
Probably not. But
tons of spoilers.
Okay, so we have some questions.
It's our almost 20 questions.
Speed round of 7 questions. I have no idea how many questions there are.
A 35,000 epic. Okay, so what is your favorite film from the saga? I'm calling it a saga.
It's a saga. It's the first one.
The first one?
Yeah. I don't think you can beat that one.
No, you can't.
I think they'd never ever be able to beat that one.
The first I think the actual just that the wittiness, because whenever I think of quotes and all that, it's always from the first one. I can't really think of other things from the other ones.
And it's actually a little disturbing, as I say, but I'm like really amused by the maniacalness of Woody. I just keep thinking about
maniacal Woody.
Anyways,
out of the sequels, which one is your favorite?
Interesting question. You know what? Honestly, it probably is the second one too, because I like, again, we talked about the more of a close characterness, and I liked the positive, what came out of the movie itself, and all the characters I think were still strong in that one.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you, because the idea that at the time then it was the idea that you found the family, and it wasn't the family. It wasn't the idea that the family you were born with. It was the family that you made.
Exactly.
And that was what Woody found, was that the family that he made was more important to him than the family he was technically born with. And I thought that was a really cool idea.
Yeah.
What is your favorite character?
My favorite character would probably, I tried to debate about this one, but it's most likely going to be Woody, honestly. I don't have, everyone knows Mike's favorite character is
Buzz Lightyear, Star Command.
Yeah. But you have an intense love for Buzz, and that's awesome. I don't have a character that really speaks to me for them. And I don't know if it's my age for it difference too, because I love, as a mom to my son, I love any movie that has male characters as a lead for it, because especially so much Disney stuff is all the princesses, which is great, but take advantage of having those. But for me at that time, it was still princesses that were speaking to me. So I never really had a connection with any of the characters, but I think, I do still like Sheriff Woody, and especially because of the first one, as I say. So I think he has some really good qualities. He's got really obnoxious qualities too, but that one always spoke to me. So
nice. Favorite side character?
Favorite side character?
Dun, dun, dun.
Tick,
Dun, 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 dun.
Tick. We should make Mike answer first. Favorite side character?
Favorite side character for me would probably be most likely Rex.
Yeah.
Just because he's needed, because he's all panicky, and now I have doubts. Rawr, I'm a carnivore.
I think I like Slinky Dog. Because he's just this weird, wise, I know everything and everyone should listen to me.
Yeah.
And he's just so useful.
And it showed in the new movie that he was useful.
Yeah, so maybe I'll go Slinky Dog.
Yeah.
Pain in the ass toy, though.
Voiced by the late actor that played Ernest.
Yes.
And then went on to be the guy that was in The Waterboy. I can't remember the actor's name, but that's where they went to.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
What is your favorite character, but as a toy?
So our toy, honestly,
if you looked at them and you were like, yeah, if you were to pick them out, they're all on a toy shelf, and you're like, you can pick one toy, which one would you take home?
Barbie. Because I'm surprised I don't have that Barbie, but I do have it as a rock candy.
That's true. That is true.
That Barbie as a rock candy. So there is that. And that is one of the reasons why I have it, which is actually even better because it's actually one of the 80s toys too, as well. It's the 86 toy. Yeah. Isn't it? The Barbie? Or was it the 84? Now I can't remember. But yeah,
I think it was 86.
It's the Barbie. So
okay.
But other than that, out of more of the specific Toy Story ones, was Rex.
Okay.
Because whenever our son has a whole bunch of them, and he has a Rex, and he was always my favorite to come in and play with our son, because I loved hitting things with his tail.
That's fantastic.
That's the reason.
That's fantastic.
It's he's a giant Tyrannosaurus tail he's going to hit things with. It's going to be awesome. What about you?
It's still Buzz.
Yeah.
He's just a cool toy.
I guess I don't know why we even question that one, but yeah.
Hey, this is like going back to the Marvel one where it was the Thor circle.
Yeah.
Now it's the Buzz circle.
Buzz circle. Yeah. God, it totally is.
What is your favorite villain from the series?
I liked Sid because he was just so crazy.
Yeah.
And he was such a mad scientist, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was evil, but he created some really weird, trippy stuff that worked and everything, and made things like the spider head thing and everything like that. But he was a true villain, right? And so I really liked that.
Yeah, he would have to go down as my favorite villain. Yeah. That's not Zurg.
Yeah. I was going to say other than Zurg.
Because that's just a pairing, right? But Zurg never really was in it and never really was a foil.
Yeah.
Except for those few moments in Toy Story 2. But Sid, because he truly was evil and he was out to destroy toys and torture them and all that. And it was just super creepy. What is a character that is newer that is your favorite?
Bonnie's.
Yeah, one of Bonnie's.
Honestly, I love the look of Buttercup the unicorn, because especially the animation of it looks like a stuffed animal. It's just so textured. It's got that plushness. It's not fluffy. Yeah. It's plush and it's slightly sparkly.
Okay.
And that's something that I look at that and be like, as a child, I would have had that. That was awesome. So What about you?
Trixie,
I was gonna say,
because it's Kristen Shaw, and you know, it's the idea of like, and she's just so weird.
Happy.
She's so weird, right? Like,
she's a strange little triceratops. It is blue too, so it's like,
right?
Oh my goodness.
Out of say Toy Story 4, your favorite character, what would that have?
Definitely Bo Peep. I really
Bo Peep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really enjoyed that. I mean, I could care less about her before it was always cute that she was like her and Buddy, but her and Woody.
Then she became the Road Warrior.
But I enjoyed that for sure.
Yeah.
I guess that's
Duck and Bunny.
But yeah,
but see, like a hard time with like because like Duke of Boom is up there too. Like that was what was one good thing though about Toy Story 4.
Yeah,
Duck and Bunny and Duke of Boom. They really did stand out more than anything from Toy Story.
I was gonna say yes,
they were good and they moved the story. So there's my positive spin on Toy Story 4.
Well, and as
those characters, I like them
so many times. Something of humor shows up and it's just there to just be silly and just be almost a distraction, but they actually really helped move the story along.
Like, because like, you know, for me, when it came to like Toy Story 2, when they tried to elevate Ham and Mr. Potato Head and stuff like that, they got kind of annoying in Toy Story 2, right? But I didn't get that same feeling.
Tortilla Mr. Potato Head got really annoying in 3,
and then, my goodness. But they helped the story on, even though as Duck and Bunny were so weird and quirky,
so awesome,
but they were awesome, right?
Is that what we look like on the inside? So much fluff.
so like
you're right.
They definitely like, you know, I could watch a short film with Duck and Bunny. I could watch a Duke of Boom short film.
Can you please make that happen, Pixar?
So that would be there.
Duck and Bunny. So we need to go buy Duck and Bunny merch too. Okay.
Might have to break those pops. Might actually have to happen now if we can find them.
I think so
because those are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Character. Character from the series that you could live without. Who would you get rid of from the Toy Story series? Magic wand them right out.
Well, honestly, there's a lot of Bonnie's toys that I could care less about that really made any difference, honestly. Like the doll or something like that. Like,
well, she's a bit of a bee, though.
Yeah, especially now. She was just like super bossy.
Get back in the closet, Woody.
Yeah, like that was weird. I could live without. Tick tock tick. Yeah, that was. What about you?
Mrs. Potato Head.
Yes.
Mrs. Potato Head.
See, I'd already written her off.
She completely neutered Mr. Potato Head when she showed up.
You're right. He was
so stark and witty and just so like the best thing that she'd done for him was in the second one. I'll pack your angry eyes, honey. But after that, Toy Story 3 and all that.
Yeah, he just,
you know, him and Ham had all that banter in the first one, and then they just like got married, and then it was all over. It's game over, man.
Game over, man. Exactly. Yeah, you're right. See, as I say, I already kind of written her off. Right? So
I forgot about her. Is there a story thread that happened that you would have changed?
I should have prepared more for these. I don't make good decisions quickly. Like split, quick decisions. Dun dun dun. This is interesting. You're so mean. What do you have to say? I won't copy it, I promise.
I won't copy your homework. I'll just change it a little.
Yeah, exactly. I'll just take the gist of it.
This for me.
Oh, I know. Go ahead.
This ties into a question that you wrote.
I was just going to say, and I thought of it before you said it.
Toy Story 3, Spanish Buzz.
Yep.
I dislike that a lot.
Because the next question was Spanish Buzz, yay or nay?
It is a nay for me because it makes no sense to me.
Yes.
It makes no sense to me.
I was going to say, I don't like Latin lover Buzz.
Because he should still be a badass Spanish.
Yeah, why is he a conquistador? Like, he's not even a conquistador. Why is he just like a romance novel?
Yeah.
He's suddenly not Buzz Lightyear in Spanish.
Suddenly just starts dancing around.
Yeah.
It was literally just played for jokes and laughs.
Yeah, because you know, I never questioned, like, it was always weird. But then we were talking about it the other day and we're like, wait a second, why wasn't he just Spanish Buzz Lightyear?
Right?
No, he was a completely different toy.
Personality.
And who the hell would have changed the Spanish on and then been okay with him being like that?
Yeah.
No.
Right?
Like, it doesn't make any sense. And how would he have learned to be like that as a Buzz Lightyear
in that quick time,
toy?
Right?
To have been not his same person, only just speaking Spanish.
Yeah.
It was very much of a stereotype of that, and that it wasn't it wasn't fair.
It was unneeded, and I think it was like, you know what it made me feel with like Toy Story 3 was that Tim Allen was busy and they couldn't figure out how to use it. You do it.
Yes.
So like, how can we do this? Oh, he has a Spanish mode.
Yeah.
So and they'll just make it funny, right? So that's my I would change.
See,
that.
I didn't copy you. I thought of it at the same time you did. That's to be true. I'm sorry.
Is there a character you wish that I'm just gonna roll on? Is there a character you wish you had more screen time? And I'm not gonna answer Buzz Lightyear because you already know that he should have had more screen time.
Of course he should have.
He should have won an Oscar.
Can I say Duck and Bunny?
Hey,
because I would have loved some more jokes like they showed in the trailers. It would have been fun to see more.
To Infinity and your mom.
Like, I have a To Infinity and Beyond shirt on today, and I was like, I really kind of wanted to take like a piece of, without ruining my shirt, obviously, but take a piece of tape and just put "and your mom" on my shirt because I just thought that was hilarious.
You dummy can't go past infinity.
I know. Like, I love that in the trailer so much. Like, this guy's crazy. You can't go beyond infinity. I was like, yes, you're right. You can't. That is amazing.
It's the logic in you that came out for me. It's just like, yes, we're going to the stars. We're going forever.
It's like, no.
And you're like, no, you can't do that.
No, there is no end.
Slap your dreams to the floor, you fool. You'll eventually hit that magical source wall and your ship will explode and we'll all die.
There you go. Okay, so one that I wish had more screen time.
Oh, I thought you just said Duck and Bunny.
I think I'm going to go with Duck and Bunny, yeah.
Answer is Duck and Bunny.
And final answer, Mike, is what's yours? So I can steal it.
Absorb. No, there was so much with Trixie in the third one I thought was really cool, and her interaction and all that. I think it was one of the few characters I thought was funny. And yeah, I wish that, she at least had a bit with the GPS in this movie, but it was...
I thought of something. It's nothing Trixie related, but the beginning of Toy Story 4 with the RC being stuck in the mud, I was so distraught. And because I'm thinking like time frame, I was like, no, RC is still around, right? Did we lose RC? Oh my God. Like, I was panicking. If that was how the movie was going to start, I was in full on like, oh my goodness, they have to save him now. Like, I was distraught. And I just thought it was funny that I was like super emotional.
No, I understand.
A toy being swept off into the mud. Like, it was horrifying. So anyways, go ahead.
Do you have any special memories with the franchise?
You know what? For that, it's going to revolve around sharing things with our son. Yeah. As I said earlier about the movie with him, the video with him always wanting to play Sheriff Woody. I thought that was fun. Yeah. When he was a baby, he had Buzz Lightyear pajamas on. And one of my favorite pictures of me and him is when he had his Buzz Lightyear pajamas on. He was in a
little flight pose.
Yeah, he has a little like costume.
He was like on. One or two. Yeah, two, I think.
I mean, I still had the like diaper changing table he was standing there on, right? And that was really fun. And I know too, when he was younger, you made him a Buzz Lightyear paper bag costume, and it was so amazing. Like, it was hard to get rid of because it was made out of a paper bag from the grocery store, and it had construction paper on it, and it had wings. And it was freaking amazing.
He ran around days in that thing. It was super awesome.
Yeah, so I think being able to share some of that with him.
Going to Disneyland and meeting the characters and having him all excited to see the characters.
Well, we got to meet Buzz and Woody and Jesse and all of them. And that was just super fun. All just that.
Great moments, especially with the rides and stuff. So the idea of bringing...
And my mom, apparently, with playing Toy Story Mania. So.
And bringing this world to him, I think, is some of the best moments in the franchise. Well, I think, me, like, say, memory wise,
with Mania is fun. The idea of pretending like you're a toy, right? And for him, he's a kid that loves that idea of going into a different realm and a different world, and so the shrinking thing. So it's like it's even better. Like, it's perfectly fits into his imagination, right? So
I think one memory that I will say is that for me, going back to the first, was getting that, even at the age of 13, getting the Buzz Lightyear toy, because I remember that was one of those toys you would see on the news that every store is sold out of Buzz Lightyears. And
it was like one of the Christmas rush ones,
right? And so like that was like oh crap, I'm not gonna get that, and getting that figure was amazing.
Yeah, that makes sense then.
Do you have a favorite quote from the franchise?
Oh, there's so many of them.
Pick one now!
Oh my goodness. There seems to be no sign of intelligent life anywhere. I like the Falling with Style. I love the Mrs. Nesbit one as well because I think it's hilarious.
I like how I said pick one and you're just like...
No, you are getting all of them now. Because I don't pick one thing. I kind of generally am okay with a group of things. I'm really bad at making decisions.
You're a sad, strange little man.
Exactly.
I bid you farewell.
Anyways, okay, pick one.
I just did.
Oh, see?
I slid that one in.
You did. Without me even realizing it.
No. And explicit.
We aren't even drinking. Okay. Next question.
If you were to have a higher end collectible of any of the figures and characters, would there be one that you would want to have? Now, with your love of Bo Peep, would you want to have a really articulated Bo Peep?
That would be really cool, because I have my my really articulated Barbie. Mm-hmm. That would be really fun to have a Bo Peep like that's articulated, and you can be like, action Bo Peep. That would, with detachable arm, of course. That would be really sweet, actually. I think that would be really cool. Yeah. Yeah, we don't need a high-end Duck and Bunny because that would defeat the purpose of them being
I don't know. That'd be pretty epic, though. Hot Toys, I want a Duck and Bunny.
There you go, right?
Because none of the Duck and Bunnies are attached. Any of the merch. They're always separate.
True. That is true. You're right. Okay, what about you?
I'm really sad that I missed out on the Reveltech or whatever it was, Buzz Lightyear they had brought out a few years ago. That one would have been freaking amazing to have. Yeah. But I would love, that is something that would be fantastic if you were able to make, because they do have the Thinkwell Mattel thing. Yeah. But like the joints are so loose. I want a scale size Buzz Lightyear, but with like the figure art or the Reveltech or like, or Hot Toy kind of like quality of joints.
That would be cool.
Where you could put him in those action poses, but in that size that he's not going to, you actually get the rotation.
Well, it'd be cool to be able to have a Buzz Lightyear that you could actually prop up and have him flying. Yeah. So like on the figure arts feel, where you could have him on, kind of Superman posing it and trying to fly like that.
But like even be able to get that pose where his arms rotate forward with his hand on his laser button. Yes. You can't do that with the actual action figure that they brought out. None of the figures can. But to have that in that scale, that full, that would be what I would want.
Yeah, that would be cool where he could stand there and actually look like he's going to shoot his laser beam at you. Yeah.
Different face plates.
Well, like the shoulders need to, roll forward, right?
Like they do on all the figure arts. Right? Yeah. They have that push forward. That would be cool. That would be what I would love to have. And different face plates too. And all those kind of things. If you were given the chance to create a ride or an attraction for the franchise at the parks, what would you do?
Interesting. You know what? Because of all of my love of Toy Story itself, I think it would be kind of fun to be like an escape from Sid's room or something like that. Like that would be kind of crazy where you could have all the creepy ass toys everywhere.
Like a Haunted Mansion. Yeah. Like a dark ride like that.
Yeah. Like that would be fun where you could have them like coming out from the under the bed type thing, but then like having, trying to have them more of an action thriller type thing. And that'd be something totally different, right? Yeah. And, kind of, you could have Sid like saying something in the background or, like I got my magnifying glass in or something that. And like, or maybe it comes to that point where, you have a bright light on you or something like that. Like to make you a toy like that, it'd be all super intense, right? So there you go.
We're watching you, Sid. Yeah. We see everything.
I remember we used to use that for our son. Yeah. His toys, we used to tell them they would come alive and that they see everything. We're not mean parents at all.
Hey, you got to do what works. Yep. Do you, right?
Yep. So, what kind of ride about you, Mike?
I think it'd be fun to have something surprise Buzz Lightyear based more, but more like a roller coaster feel. Okay. Like Buzz's first flight, falling with style,
flying with him.
Yeah, that kind of thing. I think that'd be kind of exciting. Or the idea of like a Star Tours in like a Buzz Lightyear Star Command show feel, like Buzz is your pilot in the little ship, and
that would be cool.
That kind of thing. I think that'd be kind of fun to have. Those kind of because everything right now is pretty much like shooter based. Yeah, and then but then it's like the Slinky coaster, but to have something more based in that world more. I think that'd be kind of fun.
Nice.
Yeah. And that's it. That's all the questions. Yeah.
Oh, we made all the questions.
Yeah, we made all the questions. It was like, bam.
Oh, we did it. I survived.
You did.
I only stole a little bit.
Yeah, a lot.
Well, you only had Buzz and Trixie for your answers.
Now I just want to see Buzz Lightyear ride Trixie.
Yep.
Okay, here's the last one. Here's
It'd be like a He-Man moment.
I know, right?
Oh,
I have the power.
Oh my goodness, let's make this happen. We need to find you a Trixie.
Oh, whoa. Here's one. If they were to continue something, well, I guess we already kind of said that. We want to see. Never mind.
More things of continue.
Yeah.
We'd have a Buzz closure, and then some more Bo Peep with Woody adventure would be totally fun too. Something different, right?
Yeah, I think they need to do the closure thing. Buzz and Jessie need to ride off into the sunset.
Jessie was really unused in this movie.
Yes, she was.
The fourth one, she's like 4 words, and she she
pops a tire and she walks away.
Woo!
It needs to be like Endgame feel, where like not like the weirdness, but like Jessie and Buzz go off and they farm or something.
Yeah,
that's what I just envision.
Yeah.
He hangs up his wings and...
Well, then she never has to be worried about going in a box again.
Yeah.
Right?
Open field.
Yeah.
Yeah, just have him... Like the end of Infinity War where like Thanos is on the porch in the sunset.
There you go.
Buzz just needs to be sitting out there and she needs to come and put her arm around him and like, yeah, there you go. Nice. Live in a little tree house somewhere in the forest. That's how my Toy Story ends.
Nice. I like it. it. Well, here you go. It's been fun talking about the Toy Story Saga.
It has been
all sorts of Toy Story-ness.
Lots of Toy Story in
your ear holes.
In your ear holes. It wasn't. Well, it wasn't in your face. I guess it's in some of your face, the side face.
Oh my goodness, you're so weird. And that's why we love you.
I hope everyone loves me. I'd be really sad if you didn't.
Thanks for joining us, everyone.
It's been a pleasure as always. Thank you for listening.
And just a reminder, submit your magic words.
That's right. Get those magic words in so that you can win a box of Rad.
Yeah.
It'll be pretty awesome.
Thanks for joining us. Thank you for listening. Want more Rad content? Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget to subscribe, rate us, and leave us a review.
And remember, be excellent to each other and party on, dudes!